Unraveling the Mystery of Consciousness, Clinical Perspectives versus Vedic Insights. The question of where consciousness comes from remains one of the most confounding and fascinating mysteries of science and philosophy. Contemporary clinical perspectives offer biological explanations grounded in neuroscience and psychology. In contrast, ancient Vedic philosophies provide a spiritual perspective, positing that consciousness is intrinsic to the soul. Exploring the divergence between these two frameworks sheds light on our ongoing quest to unravel the enigma of human awareness. The clinical lens, consciousness emerges from neural complexity. In the clinical paradigm, consciousness is an emergent phenomenon arising from the complexity of the human brain. Neuroscientists point to the prefrontal cortex, thalamus, and other interconnected regions as the neural substrates that generate self-awareness. Sophisticated imaging techniques reveal specific areas that light up during conscious activities like decision-making, automonitoring, and assigning value to stimuli. These observations lead clinicians to propose that consciousness emerges from the sheer complexity of neural computations. As synaptic connections and neural networks grow more advanced, at some point consciousness spontaneously manifests. However, identifying the precise mechanisms by which material brain activity creates subjective experience remains elusive. This is the notorious hard problem of consciousness that continues to confound strictly clinical explanations. The Vedic vision, consciousness is universal and eternal. In contrast to the clinical view, Vedic philosophies assert that consciousness is universal, eternal, and intrinsically separate from the physical body and brain. The ancient Vedic texts known as the Upanishads describe consciousness or awareness as the underlying ground of being, the fundamental substrate from which all reality arises. In the Vedic worldview, the soul or true self, Atman, exists independently of physical identity or thoughts. The body and mind are vessels through which consciousness interacts with the world of forms and phenomena. However, consciousness itself remains untouched and uncreated, existing beyond time and space. The goal of Vedic practices like yoga and meditation is to recognize one's divine nature as eternal consciousness. Diverging perspectives, shared mystery. While clinical and Vedic explanations differ radically in their view of consciousness, they both grapple with the same universal enigma of subjective experience and awareness. The clinical lens searches for biological mechanisms within the brain. Meanwhile, Vedic philosophies look beyond physicality to metaphysical first principles. These diverging perspectives may in fact complement each other. Science continues to unravel the neurological underpinnings of consciousness, while timeless Vedic insights provide an ontological framework concerning the nature of awareness itself. As humanity contemplates the mystery of existence, integrating both physical and metaphysical perspectives may lead to the deepest understanding of our conscious experience. Conclusion: an ongoing quest across worldviews. The origin and essence of consciousness remains one of philosophy's most intriguing puzzles. While clinical models reduce awareness to brain activity, Vedic philosophies posit consciousness as primordial and eternal. Ultimately, illuminating the nature of subjective experience requires broadening beyond singular disciplines or worldviews. Both spiritual wisdom and scientific discoveries have important contributions to make as we continue our collective quest to unravel the magnificent enigma of human consciousness.